Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and welcome back to EVE Online. And in today's video I'm going to talk a little bit about my exploration experience from the last few days. It's actually been quite good, and I do something a little bit different depending on the time that I play EVE Online, and I thought it could be helpful for some people. So I've been decently successful. Amongst one of my findings yesterday was this right here. Nice little Daredevil blueprint copy. So let's deliver that, and should be worth like around 75 million or something like that easy. And I actually found that in a Serpentis narcotics warehouse with another 130 million infection loot in it. So that was actually pretty much the jackpot, the one that really told me that I was doing things the right way. And so basically these days when I log in after work, and it's actually pretty busy on the system, on EVE Online on the server, this is what I tend to do now. So I undock obviously, and I start by checking out what's in our home system of Iona. So let's take a quick look at these two signatures. The big one over here is already potentially quite nice, so let's quickly discover that. And basically what I'm gonna try and talk to you guys about is that you should not be afraid to go back into systems that you've already checked. And in fact, the way I've been doing it in the last few days is I have like 8 systems and that are really well connected between each other, that I tend to check during the entire evening. And the idea behind it is that basically you're not trying to find signatures that are somewhere in space or in your region. So I'm not gonna go do 20 or 24 systems out there just to try and find a Serpentis 5 outpost that I could still do. Instead, what I try and catch is actually the response. When the server is very busy, there's a lot of competition, and I think if we actually had the numbers, that most people would end up quite surprised by how quickly the very good sites like Narcotics Warehouse and a Serpentis 5 outpost are actually respawning in Galente space when the servers are at their peak for the day. So this is unfortunately just a relic site, but part of that experience is actually doing these core systems once and then remembering what's where within those systems. So I know that this one is pretty centrally located. It looks like a promising site from how large the radius of the red signature is. But it's just a relic site, so that's just something that I have to remember for the rest of the evening. Relic sites are usually left behind. It's very unlikely that someone is actually going to bother to do that one. Let's check out the other one. That's probably going to be a wormhole. Yep, there we go. So let's actually finish that one and bookmark it, because I want to get back to this and show you guys another quick tidbit here as well at the end of the video. But yeah, there we go. Save location, unstable wormhole. And let's move on to the second system that I usually do. Actually have to get my drones back and reload them. And that is Wissalan. And at this point I should really go to Dotlan and show you guys what I'm doing over here. So I start off in Iona, obviously my main base for the entire corporation. In fact, everyone has got stuff in the Creodron facility here. After that I go into Wissalan, I check that one, I do the same, try to remember what's there. Then I go to Aporuli, then I quickly jump back to Iona. I do the same for Adrel, Nogere, Caslemont, Charmerat, Jolivier, and these are 8 systems that I check with pretty much 8 jumps or something like that as well. So it's actually very little travel time, it's very efficient. And after I've done this once, I know, well, there's a relic site and a wormhole in Iona. There could be nothing in Wissalan. We'll know in just a few minutes. And after that, for the rest of the evening, I try to come back here regularly, just go through these systems and check what's new in those systems. And that's really the key that is helping me a lot. Checking these 8 systems, it takes no time whatsoever because they're so well connected. I don't need to double back on any of them. But having scanned them at the start of the evening, I know exactly what to expect from them. And so a new signatures, I'm usually there first, and I immediately recognize which ones are still worth scanning. And the result of that in the last few days has been quite nice. In fact, 2 days ago I found 2 narcotics warehouses on second passes, and these yielded me 130 million pretty easily. And yesterday was actually pretty amazing. It was really a nice example of this system at work, because I'd already done 2 full passes of there. I knew exactly what was in the systems, and I had found just maybe a few data sites, really hardly anything to write home about. But then I came into Apparently, I noticed a new signature. It was a fire outpost. During doing the fire outpost, which unfortunately yielded me no loot, a vigil spawned. Again, an empty one, but okay. I did a quick pass and I came across another fire outpost, and then finally the narcotics warehouse. That was really the jackpot, with 130 million in faction loot and the blueprint copy that you just saw me. And yeah, if you want to see the results, I've been doing a few investments, putting my wallet back to like 16.5 billion. I'm already back at 17 billion. And so this is another relic site, something to remember. But this is very helpful. And during busy times, I do think it's better to chase after the respawns instead of the signatures themselves. And sometimes it can really be the more efficient way of doing your exploration, by sticking to like a number of core systems that you know exactly what's in there, and so you'll always know immediately when something new has spawned. You can visualize whether or not it's gonna be something promising, and that does help you quite a lot to actually get there first. And this is a combat site, unfortunately, already at the second spawn here, so that's probably not going to be too great, but let's check it out anyways here. Oh, it's actually a narcotics warehouse, so that's pretty good. Obviously I'm going to grab that as quickly as possible, so we'll do that one. But yeah, I tend to do this pass, but I'm limiting myself when it's after work, when I know that there's a lot of people online. I limit myself to a number of systems, and I prefer to recheck those to try and catch respawns, rather than go through like the entire Essence region or something like that, just to try and find find a good signature there, because you'll be faster by already knowing what the other signatures will be in those systems, and the competition tends to be so high that this is really the way to go. Now, yeah, I also bookmarked that wormhole over there. That was actually going to be a little bit of a warning for Oceanus. It's something that had slipped my mind as well, but someone reminded me that yeah, the outlook of the wormholes are going to change. So they'll get new coronas that will give you an indication of what type of ship classes can go through the wormhole. But the inside of the wormhole, at first everyone thought, oh, this is just going to stay the same as before, but it's not, because the background nebulae in the wormholes are actually going to change. And so yeah, don't be surprised at Oceanus that you no longer recognize the wormholes that you're finding, because C1s, they'll have different backgrounds, and so the graphics that shine through the wormhole when you first encounter them is actually going to be different. It's just an interesting little thing that Oceanus' update is going to bring, and I had not immediately put the link between the new backgrounds within the wormholes and the visualizations of the wormholes that allow you to recognize the class that you've actually just found. And so yeah, just keep that in mind. The wormhole graphical update is actually going to have quite a bit of impact. And this is also something that a viewer has told me to do. Check this installation right here. It's also a, let's grab the gate, come on, get back, okay. It's a 5-tier overseer. I mean, it's not great, but a small chance for a faction drop as well. So this is one change that I've done to my running of a Serpentis narcotics warehouse. I do try and grab that one first, and then over here it's just the classical one. So yeah, we'll actually go through this one. Let's see if I can actually make a good time, and if I can actually get a good drop out of this one. It's really not something you want to leave behind, a narcotics warehouse. So let's go. Oh, actually still need to repair that guard from yesterday. Yeah, having to do several vigils, narcotics warehouse and 5 outposts. At some point some of the guards are actually going to start taking some damage. So that happened as well and I forgot to repair them. But here we go. These are actually a good sign, you know, because that means that you found some good sites as well. So destroy that chief of security, please. Oh, well, this would help. Increasing my optimal range a little bit. There you go. And he's down. Give it just a few seconds. And then just start going after the freaks here. And there we go. Couple more targetings. Pretty good. And yeah, that was actually the idea here, was not to find a good combat site, but was for this video it was more to explain that yeah, that doubling back during your exploration is actually not a waste of time, especially when you know that there's a lot of competition, a lot of activity on the server at the moment. I've been doing it last week and really I've made a lot more money than on weeks where I would do like 20, 30 different systems to try and find something. Just knowing what is already there, it gives you a huge advantage on people that have not done that work beforehand, and it greatly increases your chances of actually being the first in some of the good combat sites. And that was really what I wanted to talk to you about, because yeah, I made probably let me see here, 130, yeah, probably close to 500 million ISK in just 2 days, and I feel that that I can easily get that in a week's worth work now, but without having to go so far. I actually stick to just like 8 systems. Let me see what's in here. Nothing too special, unfortunately. Let's scoop that to the cargo holds. Start moving a little bit and drop the salvage drones on here. Maybe some Tech 2 salvage, that could be nice, of course. So let's go. Grab that, please. Come on. Salvaging attempt failing. Again? Oh my god, that's unusually long for this first room. Grab my loot and be Tech 2 then. Okay, that's better. Let's check it out. All aboard. 2 metal scraps. All of that for 2 metal scraps. Not the best, so let's actually hope that we get another jackpot here. That would actually really make it worth it. Go, go, go. And this is basically what I've been doing in the last few weeks. I do have some plans outside of high-tech exploration. I'm already really happy with what I've been able to accomplish after Cryos, which was a heavy focus on industry. I got my own POS, I got into compression, I did quite a bit of research, I did some invention as well. But I'm starting to make some new plans, and with Oceanus being wormhole centric, I'm actually planning to do something in wormhole space as well, which is also why I'm actually buffering my wallet a little bit, so that maybe I can have some ships and some stuff that I can afford or feel like affording to lose. It's probably my biggest weakness when playing EVE Online. I just really hate to lose stuff, and that makes me a major Care Bear. But yeah, that's just part of how I play. Room number 2, always wait a little bit before dropping your guards here, just so that you're 100% sure the first thing they'll destroy is the cruiser. One shot is not bad. Grab the rest here, and this one is usually pretty fast, so just start targeting everything like that. Pretty good. Go, go, go. Need more targets. Come on. Really? We're full? Can't believe that. There we go. Grab, grab, grab. Tell me that you've got a cruiser wreck. Yep. Very nice. Again. Tap, tap, tap. Stuff dies pretty nicely here. In the meantime, just a tier overseer. Scoop to cargo hold. Let's also start targeting the wreck. Just try and get a little bit more efficient here. Couple more frigates. That'll go down quickly. There we go. Oh my god, all of them were on that other one. Nice. Down. And down. There you go. The second room is actually yeah, pretty smooth sailing. Salvage drones out. And grab this. Start heading towards the acceleration gate. And yeah, again, let's check the bottom here of the cargo hold. Hope for Tech 2 salvage. That's a lot better than the first room. Salvage drones. Go, go. Unfortunately, oh, well, there you go. One power circuit. 1.8 million. That's not bad. I've had better. I think I've had like 6 power circuits from one of these wrecks, but it shows the potential. It's definitely worth it to grab the salvage drones and grab these cruiser wrecks. And then yeah, let's see the loot piñata at the end here. Hopefully some good stuff. Because I tend to have like a mental barrier where at the moment I need to get above 17 billion, and only that extra money I would consider spending money. It's a weird quirk that I have, but I'm so averse to loss. Despite the fact that it's just a video game, it's very hard for me to actually go down in the wallet. It's just it's a psychological thing, but it's very strong with me. So there we go. Loot piñata targeted. Find a cruiser, just so that you don't accidentally blab one of the frigates and miss out on the loot because of it. And then yeah, let's hope for good stuff. Come on. 800, 826. That's pretty good. Also very nice how all of this has actually been reskinned. It's the full black of the Serpentis now. That's pretty cool too. Same with the bunkers, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, look at that. Fully black. Very nice. And that one is gone. The trail runs cold. And in the meantime, that should be okay. Yep, there we go. Tractor beam is doing its work. I just let my guards do their stuff here. 400 Corelli Watchman hit. 575 for a Corelli Patroller. There it goes, exploding. Again, Corelli Patroller, 575. So you actually get to know the hit points of these little frigates there. But I think everything is close enough, so time to pull them back and see if it's another jackpot or not. There it comes. Small now, but well, there we go. 40 million. That's definitely not bad. I'm actually going to jump up to Aporuli next. This one right here. Oh, might want to scoop you though. Scoop. Come on. Why won't you scoop? God damn it. Tried to trick me there, but yeah, there you go, guys. This is basically my first 20 minutes in EVE Online for today. I wanted to explain to you guys a little bit that yeah, doing a double take in your high-sec exploration is not a waste of time. In fact, sometimes it can really be beneficial. And in the meantime, it does show you the potential right here. 40 million, 20 minutes of work. Not bad at all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.